So let's start with the model. So the model is we have to execute the trades only when it has reached the higher time frame key level, right? So it can be weekly, daily, and 4 hour. And you have to keep one thing in mind, that if price doesn't tap the key level, then there is no trade. And also we'll try to trade from the internal range liquidity to the external range liquidity, right? So let's say price has tapped key level, and that can be a order block or it can be a fair value gap, right? When there is an order block, we'll try to trade total stop and CRT, and we have to execute all the trades inside the kill zone. And if there is no order block, then there is no trade. If there is no total stop, there is no trade in the order block. And in case of fair value gap, we'll try to confirm the fair value gap within a higher time frame SMT, and then accordingly we will execute after change in state of delivery. And if there is no higher time frame SMT, then we'll be looking for the pin bar and hammer and all these bearish pattern to form inside the fair value gap to execute. If it doesn't form, there is no trade, and or if it has formed, then we will execute at the order block on the fair value gap formed. And everything has to be aligned with the time frame alignment thing, right? Okay, now we'll try to take the trades which has happened last week, right? So let's start from the last week. Last week we have two things in uh, two key levels we had, right? So the first one we have was this, right? If you go, first one we have this, right? And but price did not took out this previous this was the daily fair value gap, but on Monday it price has dropped, right? So did not give any chance to took the trade. Right now let's use this as an key level. Okay, this one. Now there are one more key, there are one key level we have, that is a fair value gap. Okay, sorry, that is an order block, right? This is not key level. We'll mark this as a key level. That's an order block, right? What do? Whenever price taps this order block, we'll try to trade turtle soup here, nothing else but turtle soup. Okay, we'll look for a swing high low to form near by it, and then we will trade the turtle soup of that high, right? Like this. Okay, so first thing first is to mark the key level. The key level is the daily time frame. Okay, now see what has happened to the next day. We are in the daily time frame. Okay, on the next day we a new key level is formed, right? That is a fair value gap. Now we have two things, that is a fair value gap and a key level, which is a daily key level, a daily order block. So the condition is, whenever an order block is formed, we'll execute directly. There is no need for a higher time frame SMT, but there has to be that also. And but when the fair value gap is formed, there has to be a higher time frame SMT. So let's see if price tapped this key level, right? So we will execute directly. Okay, and if it taps only this fair value gap, okay, then we will execute according to the higher time frame SMT formed, right? Now let's see what has formed, what has happened. So let's see. Okay, on the next day, what did you saw? That price has tapped this key level. Look, it has also tapped the fair value gap. It has also tapped the the order block. So let's try to use order block. Then I will also explain how can you utilize this fair value gap as well. Okay, now let's switch back to the lower time frame to see what has happened. Daily and 1 hour time frame alignment we'll be using. Okay, so and we also try to execute all our trades inside the kill zone, right? So what has happened, that on the next day we saw that price has tapped this, right? The moment it tapped it like this, it has tapped it. What you can do, you can directly enter here. There is no issue, harm in that. Directly enter here, but one thing you have to keep in mind, that the stop loss has to be wider, right? Because there might be a chance that you can get stopped out. So that's why I would say the stop loss should be wider. But the best thing we can do is to wait for the change in state of delivery. Okay, so there we go, we got the change in state of delivery, right? So what you can do, you can enter directly from inside this order block, the order block which is formed, right? That's my 1 hour. Let's do this 1 hour fair value gap, we'll switch we'll change it to 1 hour order block. That's in 1 hour order block. What you can do, you can directly enter from this order block. Okay, and whenever the price tapped it, okay, it has tapped it, so you can enter directly here, right? Stop loss has to be above this candle, and that's a 2 hour trade. Okay, and there we go. We just now, okay, still we had on next day price will go lower, right? It is consolidating, but eventually it will go lower, right? But there was also one option you guys had, that price tapping the key level, but you have to put your stop loss wider, okay, above the breaker or above the high time frame key level, right? So now let's go and see this one here. Another one thing you can do is that directly enter from inside this and enter at the key level, right? So you can enter at the key level and stop loss will be above this breaker, like this is the down close candle above this high, that's your breaker, and you also get the 2.4 hour trade, easy peasy. Now this is how you do. Look, we have the turtle soup here, that's why we are anticipating that this has to be a turtle soup, because they just swing high just below the key level, so it's the best candidate for the turtle souping, right? Now one thing that we have now utilized the daily order block. Let's say the price had did not tap the daily key level, that's an order block. It has only tapped the daily fair value gap. Then how will you utilize this, right? So see this is a daily fair value gap, right? And what do you want to see here? A high time frame SMT, right? So now let's go to the GBP USD to see whether we have the SMT or not. Okay, now if you see here that there we go. What do you saw, that this candle took out the previous candle high, but in case of GBP it did not took out the previous candle high, right? So now this fair value gap is confirmed to take the trade, right? To get utilized at the key level, right? Now what you can do, now we can anticipate that the next candle will be my bearish candle, like the bias will be bearish for the next day, as we also form CRT, and also this fair value gap is confirmed, or this high is confirmed by a higher time frame SMT, right? So there we go, we got an higher time frame SMT right here. We have tapped the fair value gap, we got an, is there in higher time frame SMT? Yes, there is a higher time frame SMT. Now what will we do? We will trade according to the CIS, that is the 1 hour. We will look for the 1 hour change strategy. Let's go to the 1 hour and see. Okay, so let's wait for the next day closing. The closing will be at the 17 hour. Okay, and then only we'll look for the right, there we go. So we have closed here. So on this day we will be anticipating price to move lower, right? But we look for the CIST to form, or yeah, then strategy to form, then only we can take out trades. Okay, just a second, yeah, there we go. We already form the CIST. If you can take an entry right here, you can take it, right, by using this up close candle. Okay, you can place a trade. I did not came, but yeah, the idea was right. The idea was that the next day has to be a bearish day. Okay, because this is how you will find the bias, by using this framework. Okay, and yeah, this is how you will do. By I can also give you one more example. Let's see this one. This is an example number 2. Okay, what's the key level we have? Price has closed below this opening high. That's the key level, is my order block, right? That's my order block. Okay, so we're looking for turtle soup at this order block. We will go to the 1 hour time frame and we'll trade. Look for the, okay, what do we have any swing high? No, but we have a swing high here, right? So that is the best candidate for that also. Okay. At key level near an order block. There we go. Next day we'll try to execute all your trades inside the kill zone. Okay, there we go. Now we'll wait for the confirmation in 1 hour time frame to place the trade. Okay, but look, one thing also keep in mind that this candle would have been an order block if price has closed below it, but it has to close within 2 to 3 candles. But look, it has took 1 2 3 4 5 candles, but it did not close below it. Now whenever price closed below this candle, I will not consider as a CIST. I will also look for price to close below this fair value gap, right? This is an important key point to keep in mind, that I generally look for 2 candles or at max 3 candles uh, to form an order block like this, right? It took 2 candles to close below this candle, but here you saw the 5 candle is already printed, but but the price did not close below this up close candle, right? So in such case I will also look for price to close below this fair value gap to confirm the idea that price is going to go lower, right? Now again we look for one more CST if it is forming. Okay, next day, okay, prices took, okay, still the bias is bearish. Okay, we already formed also, but the confirmation is not, there is no confirmation yet, right? Still the witness stage, look, you have to have patience, right? Without patience we can't do anything else. Okay, there we go. We started tanking lower, so what you can do, we can go to the lower time frame, sorry, one more higher time frame, to if you see if you can find any other PD array, and accordingly you can align, right? What do we have? We have this up close candle can be used as an order block. No, can't use this one because it took already. Let's go to any other. Okay, yes, this is the 2 up close candle we can use, right, to place entry still here. Yeah, inside this we can place, we can find an entry, or if you can find, okay, there we go, you can take an entry inside this and eventually go lower, right? Now this is confirmed, and we go lower, yeah, because everything you have to keep in mind this key level. Without key level you are blind. Okay, but here we did not look for the SMT. Now let's take an example of GBP USD. The GBP USD here, because I saw only one, like we go here. Here we have fair value gap, right? Now why I am saying so, to confirm your fair value gap with SMT, that you don't never know how far the price will reach, right? That's the reason. So we have fair value gap as a key level, and also the order block as a key level. There's 2 key levels we have. So whenever the price taps any key level, we'll execute. First of all, we definitely gonna tap the fair value gap, but we have to confirm this, right? When we tapped it, we'll go to the lower time frame. So we will go to the Euro USD to confirm whether we have SMT or not. Okay, we have an SMT, right here. So what we can do, we will wait for the next the what we can anticipate, that the next day is going to be the bearish day, right? So now we'll go to the lower time frame. Okay, but also keep in mind the key level is also, but there is no such CSD I can see right now, right? So again, what the probability will be, the anticipation will be the next day price taking up this high, and again we form a CSD, and we'll move lower, right? Like this. Is in higher time frame? Yes, the higher time frame is there, but we look for the CST, okay, and we look for the price to form an order block. So let's see what has happened next day. Next day price has closed. So look, if the price would have been closed below this candle low, it would have been an order block, and I would have executed my trade. But right now I can see there is no order block for me, so we'll again wait. Okay, we have tapped the key level, that's order block is also tapped. Okay, I'm waiting for price to close below this or form an order block, the high probability order block. And what's the time now? The time is not the right time. Again, I'll wait for the next day, right? And I will be anticipating the same. Okay, let's wait. Okay, now what I can see that price closed below this candle, right? This candle. And important thing to keep in mind that we also disrespect last just a moment ago I told you, right, that price has to close below this candle in the next 2-3 candles, but it took so much time. That's why I also included this fair value gap, that if this price close below this fair value gap, then only I will consider this candle as my order block. Now I can use this. Okay, whenever the price tap this, then I will execute my trade, as simple as that. Okay, so I'll wait for the price to tap this, and I'll put my stop loss here just above the, yeah, here is, I think it's a good, and I look for 2R. In this case I look for 2R because okay, we have tapped this. The timing was also right, around 5 o'clock. It's okay. Yeah, there we almost hit yeah, there we almost hit the target, right? This is the best way. Okay, always keep in mind the time frame alignment. It will be your 1 day will go to 1 hour. In case if you are using 4-hour key level, then you will try to trade with 50 minutes, and in case of 1 week we'll try to trade with 4-hour key level. Okay, this is how I'll do. Simple framework. So we look for the turtle soup only at the order block. Okay, but here there is a turtle soup, but we don't know, right? Right, just close below also with the fair value gap confirmation. It might be the longer videos, but if you watch it carefully, then you'll get it. Okay, so see you in the next video, guys.